the scientific method be like? What if? Ah ha ha ha. I'm just kidding. Unless, I hate this site. What if you're giving birth to twins, and it's the end of daylight savings day, and the older twin was born first, but the second twin travels back in time, and is born an hour before the first twin? Would that be f***ed up, or what? I don't even remember typing this. Holy sh. Being born physically later, but chronologically older, is a f***ing power move, if I've ever heard of one. Burglar gently waking me. You live like this? So, I heard this story secondhand, many years ago, but the gist was that a friend of a friend lived in what was generally considered a bad neighborhood because he was a super poor college student, and it was what he could afford. He didn't have any furniture, he just slept on a blanket on the floor, and had a milk crate for a chair, and like, an old wire spool as a table. No TV, nothing in the fridge, no microwave. Basically, just bare walls and a roof to keep the weather off. So one day he comes home, and there's a man in his apartment, just standing there, with this look of utter amazement and horror on his face, and he turns to the guy, who's just entered, and says, "This your place? 'Cause I broke in to rob you, but man, you ain't got nothing. Wait here, I'ma be right back." And the burglar left, leaving a puzzled college student alone in his empty apartment. But sure enough, the burglar came back a while later and brought some friends, and they delivered a table, a couple of chairs, and a small TV. I think I got you a bed too, but that might take a couple days. So, the poor college student made some friends, and he didn't ask where they got the stuff. Oh my god. Chaotic good. God, I regret creating you. Then get rid of me, pussy. I don't know if this is funnier with or without the context of this being a comment on a Romeo and Juliet fanfic. A fucking what? Creepypasta, where it becomes increasingly clear the monster is just a horse. Here for a match? Trust me Zuko, it's not going to be much of a match. It took Katara about 0.532 seconds to take Zuko down. Here for a rematch? He asked the waterbender while standing on a glacier island, surrounded by water. Ghosts are so funny. They're people who were just like, actually, F-dying, and decided to cause problems on purpose for the rest of everyone else's lives. Goals to be honest. Untitled ghost game. It's a lovely morning in Amity Park, and you are a horrible ghost. Give her the PP. This image has single-handedly ruined my philosophy class for me. Like, we'll be talking about dreamed escorts, and I'll think about this and start crying. For college, I want to start making chimera plushes, but I can't stand the idea of cutting up a plushie. Do you think a chimera could be created without pain and heartache? I cannot express how distraught this question makes me feel. It isn't and it's not are the same three words, just contractionalized differently. I can't handle this. What the F? Okay, but how is this shocking at all? Tumblr reacts to basic grammar. Absolutely love in school, where they're like, this child is obviously mentally ill, but they get good grades, so who cares? Absolutely love in school, where they're like, this child is obviously mentally ill, but who cares? Back in the 1800s, you could just show up to a town and be like, I'm a wealthy prince, or I'm a doctor, and no one checked if you were lying. I was born in the wrong time, because in that madness I would thrive. Obi-Wan wears like 53 layer of robes, so everyone assumes he's kinda soft, especially compared to his in the prime of his youth former Padawan. But then, one day he goes shirtless to spar, and he's shredded. He has an 8-pack. Clones and GD alike are choking on drinks and tripping into walls. Ahsoka is covering her eyes and screaming, because that's basically her grandpa. Anakin has to throw a robe over Obi-Wan, like the birth of Venus. I blame you all. Oh my force. Love this. It got even better. Oh my god. The composition of this fan art has me screaming. Star Wars. Fire, air, water, earth, pasta. Till psychologists recognize the need for drama, NFD, as a personality trait. High NFD individuals agree with statements like, sometimes it's fun to get people riled up. The whole factor. Clinical insufferable PP disorder. I'll never forget the time I was waiting for my friend by the bathroom in the mall. I watched a guy go into the men's room empty-handed, and when he came out, he had an ice cream cone. Hey guys, did I mention I live on a fucking weird island, and sometimes land crabs with 8-inch claws try to get into my house? Cute puppy, what breed is he? Sideways. This person has been selling these joeys for quite some time now. She's a breeder who is making money adding more animals into a frightening world. Please, think twice before buying. I have not been selling for a long time first of all. Secondly, I feed my gliders the best food. I rest my breeders all the time. I'm a very small breeder. I have 3 pairs, so if you have nothing nice to say, keep your mouth shut. You don't know me, obviously have no life. Liar. I'm the one you've been fighting with on Craigslist, where you've been posting for years. That plot twist. I can't not read the last comment, like a supervillain revealing their secret identity in some kind of rooftop confrontation with the hero. The alphabet is terrifying. A BC. No thanks, we are good. I can't even articulate how fucking bad this joke is. Kiss kiss for him. Dead. I made this joke without realizing this was literally the plot if you were in high school. I just had the best encounter with a child at Mart. I was in the aisle shopping, and this girl and her dad come around the corner. The girl sees me and excitedly exclaims, "There's a human here." To which the father replied, "Yes, there's humans everywhere. Bro, do you realize you met aliens? Not unusual for a Mart." The lack of context here is thrilling. Introductory Python programming course. The sky was a painting tonight. This is it. Sky pictures taken at gas stations are my aesthetic. This is like a dream I had, but can't quite remember. Look what I found at the library book sale today. I'm dying. Hey, just wanna get this out there. Moana is 16. Ariel is 16. Get this. Ocean sweethearts who explore places and sing duets. One is in love with humans, and the other with the water. They hold hands and junk. The ocean clears out water, so Moana can walk next to her girlfriend on the seafloor. I'm listening. Freshman year of high school, I was sitting in Latin class, and a guy threw a lockpick at the back of my head. I picked it up, decided I might as well learn to pick locks, and went home that night to begin an obsessive interest in Harry Houdini. This is an origin story for a robber, that's what it is. What tragic series of events set you upon a life of crime? Some kid threw a lockpick at my head, and I thought, when life gives you lemons, that's it. Gerenarch. I hate that they can move their limbs like that so much. Do you ever just know the answer to a trivia question and have no idea where the knowledge came from? Source: dude, trust me. Or when you know your friend is wrong about trivia, but you can't prove it. You are wrong. Source: my common sense in my brain. Welcome to City 17. You have chosen, or been chosen, to relocate to one of our finest remaining urban centers. I thought so much of City 17 that I elected to establish my administration here in the Citadel, so thoughtfully provided by our benefactors. Stages of understanding piracy. Kid, pirates are good. I wanna be a pirate. Student, pirates are actually bad because they steal things and break the law. Expert, Pirates are nuanced because many of them were disaffected sailors and escaped slaves, only doing what they had to do to survive in a harsh society. Master. Pirates are good. I wanna be a pirate. Grandmaster. Pirates had an advanced democratic anarchistic society that valued individual freedom, the community, and liberalist views, both on sea and on land. They have mostly targeted pre-capitalist oppressive merchants and kingdoms, some of their most important figures being women, Mary Read, and Bonnie, and or not harming innocents, Edward Thatch Blackbird. You know, one of those things that you randomly remember and start crying again because you remembered it? Want another one? Statues of dogs. Dogs have no concept of statues. They don't understand what that thing is. They have absolutely all understanding that this vaguely dog-shaped stone is a statue of you the dog, for being such a very good boy/girl that the humans that knew you wanted to make sure that as many other humans as possible would know that too. Because humans don't just pet you and give you food. That's barely a fraction of how humans say I love you, though that's the only part that you can comprehend. Humans remember. They made this thing called speech so they can make other humans also know the valuable things they can remember, and they tell these stories of things that are the most important. There is no way to show a dog a rock that is shaped like this dog and explain to them, I made this rock that is shaped like you because you are such a good dog, and I want to tell every single person what a good dog you are, even when I'm gone. This rock will outlive us both, and it will continue to tell people how important you were. You can't comprehend death, but I have made you immortal the only way that I know how. I was present a few months ago when my best friend found out that outlier isn't pronounced outlier, and I haven't been the same since. Average person thinks outlier pronounced outlier. Factoid actually. Sick. Just statistical error. No person thinks outlier pronounced outlier. French Canadian Giarg, who has mispronounced word for 39 years, is an outlier and should not have been counted. He's licking his lips. He's checking it twice. 5 minutes left on his microwave rice. We were driving past a cemetery, and my dad said in a dead serious quiet voice, I know something you don't know about this place. The people living in this town aren't allowed to be buried here. And I was really confused, so I asked why, and he said, because they are still alive. F you, Dad, with your creepy dad jokes. The hardcore way to eat ramen. 1. Boil water. 2. Eat block of ramen. 3. Drink boiled water. 4. Snort flavored powder. 5. FB. You looking for this, my friend? Why is there a GIF for this? American biscuit, left, and one variety of British biscuit, right. The American biscuit is soft and flaky, whereas British biscuits are hard and dry. Americans, are you aware that you're using the word wrong? Man, shut up, I swear to God, with your little ugly hearts cookies. New journal plus old journal. I thought this was an iPhone and a stack of money to show you how much an iPhone costs, to be honest, and it really resonated with me.